Chris Lopez here with the weekly recap for August 26th at 100sponsorships.com. So here's a screenshot of our traffic from last week. Now, last week we had our 4-day companies convention. So that's their annual international convention where about 8, 9, 10,000 people show up. So it's a jam-packed convention where we have team members flying from all around the country and even all around the world. So our time there is spent, working with our team members, going to training sessions, learning more about the products, and so on and so on. So we really scaled back our marketing for that week because we knew we'd be very, very busy. So we did not pause our marketing because if you do, that really hurts your overall campaign. PPC advertisers like to see you stay consistent with your advertising. They're going to favor the people who consistently advertise over the people who start and stop. So we just lowered our CPC. And if you remember from our previous weeks, our views were in the 14 to 1800 range, and now they are down in the 225 range last week. So out of that, we had 31 leads and 7 contacts. And it's interesting to note that some of our short forms, 3 had spectacular performance, 18, 17, and 21% opt-in rate. 1 had 10%, which is still great, and then 2 had 0%. So it kind of goes to show that some keywords are more expensive than others, and you have to find that the right price point or the right CPC to really optimize your campaign. Now during convention, we actually got 3 phone calls from prospects that came through our marketing funnel and through our marketing website. So they clicked on one of our ads, they went through the process, really liked what they saw, and wanted to talk with us. So they actually called us to try to get a hold of us. And so that was 3 calls over a 48-hour period. Now, this is something that happens once you start doing your own marketing. I've never seen in my experience, 3 people calling you from leaving, voicemails with your warm market or buying and calling generic internet leads. But when you start generating your own leads, people will call you wanting to know more before you ever even talk to them. So that was very cool to see that happen at convention. And I mentioned this in last week's update. About 3 weeks ago now, I had a test drive, or a contact came through. He registered for the test drive, and his schedule worked out so he could actually come down to 1 day of our convention. And he lived about 25 miles north of Salt Lake City, so he was able to drive down and join us all day at the convention. So he could meet us face to face, see the people talk on stage, learn more about the company, the products, and all that good stuff. So he really was excited about everything he saw about meeting us. Seeing the company, seeing the products, and then seeing the game plan we put together when it comes to marketing and how we'd actually go out there and build his business. Now, he had done different MLM and direct sales companies in the past, and kind of the same story. Did them, really didn't get any results, just no trading and no marketing. So once he saw that we were with a good company, and he had good leadership and a good marketing system, he was pretty thrilled with everything that he saw. So smart guy, very well spoken, and so just he's looking at startup options and the products right now, and he should be getting started this week. Is hopefully the goal. Now Jason and I have a bit of a new marketing strategy. I shouldn't call it new, I should say an expanded marketing strategy, because we're going to keep running the one website that we have now that's getting good results. You've seen those numbers the last 4 or 5 weeks now. But up until convention, we were still working on a lot of system things and foundational things for our marketing system. And our goal is to get all of these things done by convention. And we pretty much got them all done. I mean, there's always work to do. But now our main focus is geared towards marketing, generating leads, contacts, sponsoring people, training people, and then duplicating the process. We spent the last year building the system and laying the infrastructure for a reason, and that reason is to help us build our business and then help us work towards a 7-figure residual income. So now it's time to really put our focus on there and start making it happen. So I'm working on 3 different marketing websites right now. I've already had these kind of already built, already done some content for them over the last couple of months. But now I've rearranged my schedule, so I'll spend an hour to 2 hours a day writing content, recording videos, writing blog articles for these websites. Two will be business, and one will be customer and product focused. And so each of these will still be a different niche market for what we're focusing on to generate leads for our business and now for our customers. And so some of these will be purely focused on internet lead generation. Some of these we're also gearing towards just doing some local marketing with and using with our warm market and people we meet and greet around town. So once I have those three sites solved with some content, which should only be about another 2 to 4 weeks, we're going to start creating marketing campaigns for them so we can start advertising them and getting people flowing in there. And then what Jason's focusing on now, while I'm getting that content written, he's focusing on creating 3 to 5 new short forms a week. A new short form meaning a new campaign. And I talked about this a few weeks ago where we'll have different short forms that feed in the same long form and introduce steps. So basically when people come to the page, once they put their email and first name in there, the rest of the process is the same, which is setting them up for a 30-minute phone appointment and getting them plugged in the test drive. So now since we're back in the groove of marketing, Jason's going to shoot for 3 to 5 new short forms a week and make each short form laser focused on one keyword or one key phrase. So this takes a little bit more work to do, but once you get good at making campaigns and good at marketing, if you can get that laser focus in there on creating campaigns, you'll get higher opt-in ratios, you'll get lower lead conversion, so you'll actually be spending less money for better quality leads because you're making a better marketing piece. So going back here real fast, you've seen, we've had 3 or 4 campaigns that usually have between 13 and 20% opt-in ratio on the leads. Well, our goal with this new strategy of really laser focusing on there, with this current website, the new websites, is to get it to 25% plus for those short forms, so we're really, really getting a strong return on our marketing dollar. And this is all geared towards so we'll generate so many leads and so many contacts that we won't have time to call them all. So this does a couple of things. It forces you to focus on the good people. And then people on the other end of the phone, that prospect, that person on the other end of the phone can tell you have a lot of stuff going on. You're not like hanging on to that prospect or trying to make things work. If people, are give you a snippy answer or wishy-washy, your attitude's like, all right, whatever, I don't care. I got 30 other people who came in the last 2 days. I got to go. I don't have my time to waste. And so you don't say that, but that attitude, that energy comes across, and it's actually more attractive. It makes people want to work with you more, so actually increase your signups. And then this sets up for the next phase, which is having so many leads and contacts that there's no way in the world that we could call them all, and then we're going to start pushing those leads and contacts down to our downline so they can start calling them and building their business with, and that leads to the exponential growth because once you get people trained and they understand the process, they understand the marketing, if you can feed them leads, well, now it's not just you calling leads, but you got 5, 10, 20 team members right now calling leads. So we've got a handful of team members who are at that point who will be getting fed leads from us. We're really working on sponsoring some new people that we can train. I say, here's the deal with things. We want to get you plugged in, learning this will help you build your business with the leads and contacts that we generate. And so we're out there, we're looking for people to, to build with. And our attitude is we know exactly what we're doing. We know the formula. And now we're just focused and committed to it for the next couple of years. Like I said earlier, we spent the last, probably 14 or 15 months full-time building this marketing and training system because we know it works. And we've built a full-time residual income. Now we want to take it to a major residual income that can give us a lifetime legacy and push us towards a 7-figure residual income. Now, if you're getting lost or you're intimidated by all that, or you're like, wow, I want to do that one day, understand you certainly can do that, But it all starts by you focusing on one website and one campaign. Don't try to do everything we're doing right now until you have the core things down. You have to walk before you can run. So that wraps up this week's recap video. So make sure you keep following us at 100sponsorships.com. If you have any questions on building or lead generation, go to 100sponsorships.com and click on Contact Us, and you can email us or you can post it on our Facebook fan book page. Talk to you next week.